to add a custom font to your Shopify store, I have found a few tutorials recently, but I didn't find that they were quite up to date with the Shopify that I was using. So if you log into your Shopify and go to your store, you'll want to preview your online store first. That way you can have a look at which CSS you will be targeting to change the font. So I'm going to look at the headings. So if you control, right click and inspect, you should be able to find the section I'm looking at. It will highlight, there we go. Then I want to find the header. Right, so I'll be looking at the headers anyway, so that's quite easy. But if there's any other font that you want to change in particular, you can go through the code this way and find out what the class is that you'll be targeting. So go back to Shopify. Now I'll just go to home so you can see it again. So what you want to do is go to your theme, edit code. Now that's just open straight away for me. But if that's all collapsed, it will be under your assets. So assets, and you'll be looking for the theme SCSS liquid file. Now that that's opened, I'm going to go to a site called Font Squirrel. So you can type that in. I've already been there recently, as you can see. So go to the web font generator. I just leave it as optimal. Let's find a font that I have recently downloaded, which was Appleton. And this one's a licensed one, so just make sure that you have a license or it's free to use. Open, and did it add? Yes, it did. Sorry. Go download. Okay, and I'll open the zip. That way it's all already unzipped, ready to use. So there's three files in there that I'll be using. The first two are the ones that we'll need to add into the assets folder in the Shopify, and the third one is where we will get the code that we'll need to copy and paste into the theme file. So let's go back to Shopify. In the same folder, assets folder, you want to go add new asset. Select your latest files. So I think, where is it gone? I've downloaded it a few times recently. So you want to download each of those WAF files. So that'll be done separately. So second one, there. Load asset. Then if you go to, I'm just going to go file, open, and have a look at the CSS sheet that was downloaded with that web font generator from Font Squirrel, and you're basically just copying and pasting this code. So Command C on Mac, and oops, I've shut the page I needed instead of opening a new one, so I'll just go back there. So we're in the theme SCSS, and I just pop it down the bottom. So scroll to the very bottom of the page, Control V on Mac to paste, save that. I'll just check that those files are still there because I accidentally closed it in assets. Yes, they're still there. Great. So using Command F to find the CSS selector, I'm going with headings, so I'll just type H1 for example. That should, what's happened here? I think I'm on the wrong page. There we go. So I'm looking for H1. There we go. What you want to do is pop in the name of the font that you've just downloaded. Now, if you want to make sure it's exactly the same, which I would recommend, otherwise it's not going to work, I'm going to have to go back down the bottom again and just control copy exactly the name that we've got there for the font face. So go back up to there. Where's it gone? There we go. So you want to remove that and replace it with the name of the custom font that you've just added, and then we'll update that to normal. Also font weight. You'll want to save that again, and then if you go back to your website and hit refresh, voila, the headings have now got the custom font.